Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Blu-rayDave back another FNAF video. This is day 10 of our countdown. Um, I was, looking back on my old FNAF videos. I know I've talked about this before, but you know what? It's up for you guys to debate in the comments below. And let's make this fun again. Let's make this like a Ghost Rider situation again, right? But again, it's fun, right? So I've talked about these three guys in particular on the channel here, and of course they're so pivotal to the FNAF community, right? And yes, I'm talking about our three big main boys: the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, Markiplier, Matt Pat, Game Theory, and of course our other boy Daco. All three of those guys, I've always gone to them, again, specifically for FNAF content, because they know how to handle it properly in their own ways. And the funny thing is that it's not the same all the time, right? It's different, and they have their own takes on the franchise, right? Gosh, I remember if I explain a lot of things in this video again, what I've said in my two-parter 2 years ago about these three guys, I apologize, but if this is new to you guys, then perfect. I mean, Matt Pat is the reason why I love him now, because of his FNAF theories. But I remember when I was still in the early stages of getting into FNAF, I wasn't one of those people that took his theories literally. I took them seriously to an extent, right? Seriously, hi bud. Hey, this could be a good theory, right? Or oh, this theory wouldn't work, that type of thing. At least I didn't took it literally, oh, he's confirmed this, right? But again, Scott Cawthon has confirmed that Matt Pat has confirmed a theory that even Scott himself couldn't figure out, and that's the FNAF 4 box, right? If you want to learn more about that, go to the Scott Cawthon interview on Daco, which, by the way, Daco, oh my gosh, he has been so lucky to, be in contact with Scott, oh my gosh. I mean, I could definitely see why Scott didn't want to do, a FaceTime interview, that's why Daco had, the Scott avatar. Oh, man. Yeah, I also remembered watching a little bit of Daco's videos back in the early days, right? 2020 was when I started watching him more. Again, kind of taking that channel seriously. But I've also said this in the past too, guys. With every single one of my favorite YouTubers, I don't watch every single video that they put out, right? If a video just sounds that appealing / interesting to me, then I'll watch it, And again, I loved when Daco made the FNAF nostalgia video. It's half an hour long, oh my gosh, that literally takes you back to memory lane. Oh my gosh. Again, 2014, 2015, FNAF is when we excelled, right? And I love how we're just called the veterans of the franchise, because for those of us who've been around the franchise longer, oh my gosh, it is such a privilege, guys. Oh my gosh, to be part of this franchise's fan base. Oh my gosh. It's you guys are the ones that really make this possible, right? Of course, Markiplier, right? Our boy. Oh, man. Seriously, he better make an appearance, okay? Corey Kinton isn't just enough, even though, he is a brother, but, we gotta have Mark, right? Oh, man. For a while now, and of course, it is, as a FNAF fan, it's my right to do this, and hopefully you guys are doing this too. On Markiplier's channel alone, I have been binge-watching / doing marathons of his playthroughs, just the main games, okay? Yeah, just to get me caught up and all that stuff, all that jazz. I don't know. What do you think I should do, guys, for the countdown? Should I do it like FNAF 4 style, like 5 days till the party, or should I just do like a week in advance, like 7 days till the party? You know, that could be pretty cool. And it's pretty much confirmed at this point. Like, it's not just me and Tegan now that are gonna go see this movie. Um, Looks like our good buddy Lego Train guy is helping us out, and of course my brother the Eradicator is gonna join us. So that's gonna be pretty fun. And of course I'm gonna go into cosplay, right? Because oh my gosh, I love my Mike Schmidt security guard outfit. I wore it for the costume contest last year at my work. Like, oh my gosh. A lot of people kept calling me Mike because of the name tag. You guys might be able to get this reference right away. Thanks, James. How did you know? Oh yeah, the name tag. That's funny. Seriously, Mark has been pretty sauce lately, like him filming a movie and all that. Like it wouldn't be no surprise, but at the same time be a surprise to know that again he'd be in this movie. Like, oh my gosh, like sure, as a movie fan in general, I need to lower my expectations. Even though with the FNAF movie, like we should have like kind of like high expectations on what Scott is putting in this movie. Like, me and my buddies during the weekend, we were talking about, like, how Scott wants to, like, plan the trilogy. Like, again, it's going to be based off of the first 3 games, but he will put the other games in there, too, for flashback reasons, right? Like, oh my gosh, like, you gotta have flashbacks, you know? And, again, like, I'm convinced, like, with the 3-hour rumor cut that we heard was going to get, like, I think this movie is, like, an hour and a half, right? Or is it an hour and 45 minutes? Either way, I'll take it, right? But, this is strategy. Like, this is perfect, like, marketing. Right, guys? Like, with Megan, like, I keep repeating myself over and over again with this, but, like, for those of you who are new and don't know, the movie Megan, sure, got the PG-13 rating in the theater, but for the Blu-ray release, got the unrated cut, or the director's cut, which is pretty much rated R. So, if that's something that Scott wants to do, like, if we do get that 3-hour cut of the movie on Blu-ray, again, I'll take it, okay? I could see the movie actually having a 4K release right away, and I'm still looking forward to the 4K release of Megan, by the way. I know my boy, Lego Train guy, he's all over it because he is obsessed with that movie to a certain degree, right? Like, I am obsessed with with Firestarter right now. Like, oh my gosh, like I am convinced that that's Zac Efron's like best work out of High School Musical. Like, I know he's done a lot of like crappy roles in the last few years, but like he has really nailed himself with this role, like Firestarter, like. And who knows, what if the ending of Megan confirmed the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Like, I don't know. Lego Train guy told me about, like I saw the movie, like, it doesn't really support that. So, I mean, who knows if all the Blumhouse productions are in the same universe, right? Oh, man. Imagine Freddy going toe-to-toe with Megan. Like, oh my gosh, like, you could obviously see him win, Like, all the animatronics ganging up on Megan, like the statistics and strategy, like, she's outnumbered. Like, as much as I love that movie, too. I definitely want to see Split, for sure, before I see FNAF. I don't know if I should watch, like, Werewolf by Night again. Like, I thought it was a decent presentation, but, like, who knows? I still want to see Paranormal Activity. I'm not going to stop saying this until I actually see those movies. Razvalsky has posted something. It's in my watch later stuff. Is it... By the time when this video gets out, like, is it, like, his trip to New Orleans, like, with him and his other buddies from YouTube, like, seeing the set? Like, oh my gosh. Like during my birthday, like we literally watched Bridge to Terabithia because like in my Voodoo collection, like in my lists, I literally have a playlist of favorite Josh Hutcherson movies. And it's not a whole wide selection, but you know what? It's enough to the point where like I know like some of those movies I know they're my favorites, right? So and of course you gotta watch the Scooby Doo stuff, right? Like besides the movies, like you know that Matthew Lillard is the current um Shaggy, right? And I actually bought this last weekend. I haven't seen this yet, but I will get to it, alright? I will get to it. This is just the new recent one, just came out and it caught my eye. Yep, I got the new recent Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2 original movie. Oh man, I can't wait to watch this, guys. Seriously though, I really do hope in this movie that they'll show like on paper on why William exists physically in front of his adult son Michael. Like, because if you guys know your FNAF lore, William Afton is stuck inside the Springlock Bonnie suit for 3 decades until Fazbear Frights opens up. Because this is like FNAF 3 is a personal story game, right? Like, we are Michael in that game, right? And our mission is to take down our father William best as possible. And again, I love how Squimpus how he depict it. Like, oh man, like imagine FNAF 3 the movie like in the future, guys. That is gonna be hard, like hardcore. Like, sure, we're gonna be like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure if you guys are on social media, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the memes. Like, they're so funny. It's those memes where it goes like, "Hey, my family have no idea what the Springlock is," and then like it shows like the person says like, "Me enjoying this," like, yeah, William, you got your punishment. Oh man, yeah, like just watching enough source filmmaker animations of William's death, it is preparing me for this moment again. If oh my gosh, I'm hoping that's what the end battle is. What we're seeing in the trailer is like, oh my gosh, the Spring's body suit is so clean. Like, oh my gosh, we've been wanting this since FNAF 3. Like, I can imagine Josh just like hitting something on the Springlock suit and then just killing off his father. Like, well, we could get a Star Wars moment at the very end. Like, no, Michael, I am your father. maybe that's why Michael was screaming at the end of the trailer, like, no! Oh my gosh, guys, can you see it? Can you see it? Oh my gosh, oh my freaking lord. Oh my gosh, seriously. And I've seen good edits on YouTube where people, like, sure, they've taken, like, gameplay footage of FNAF, like, and, like, you know, Security Breach, like, you know, like, those memes where people, like, obviously people aren't reacting to the stuff that we're gonna react to, but, like, they take that, put it on, like, in a theater image, and then they have, like, the people, like, screaming and shouting, like, oh my gosh. Guys, oh, I can't stress enough. This is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Like I said, oh my freaking lord. I can't wait. I can't wait. I will be screaming at the top of my lungs, guys. I don't know if this will be my new all-time favorite movie, like in general, because you guys know my all-time favorite movie is Revenge of the Sith, but like when this movie comes out, oh boy, we'll see, we'll see. Again, my top 3 right now is again Revenge of the Sith, No Way Home, and the Snyder Cut. Of course, I will have a top 5. Okay, I'm not just gonna have my top 3s forever. Like, if FNAF does become part of the top 5, then great. Well, of course, I got to pick another movie to be part of the top 5, and then I'll announce my top 5 movies on YouTube. Guys, Like, the 27th can't come fast enough as it is. Like, we literally have 2 weeks away. Like, we already just passed my birthday, right? I'm already 23. Thank you for the birthday wishes, by the way. Seriously, this will be the best birthday gift ever. Okay? Like, I will get around to my October edition of 2013, like, why my 13th birthday is so special and important to me, because it was Star Wars themed, and I got, like, the best gift of all time at that age, but, like, could this top the complete Saga box set? And when they announced the Blu-ray release, I'm pretty sure that, because most Blu-ray releases now, like, they kind of took a break from, like, releasing them 2 months later, like, give it, like, maybe 3 months. If this is even possible, I know it'll come out in the wintertime, but, like, I want to make it my personal mission to go to whatever store I can get my copy of the FNAF movie. Like I said, guys, whatever versions of this movie will come out, I will buy it all. Yep. 4K, Blu-ray, DVD. Like, again, who knows what kind of exclusives they'll get, like Target, Walmart. Imagine this getting a Steelbook. If that comes out on Steelbook, I'm getting that too. Oh, man. And I'm really debating on whether, like, after we see this movie, I should sign up for Peacock and then, like, just keep rewatching it. But then again, I don't want to ruin that experience for me. Like, if I watch the movie so many times and when the Blu-ray and digital come out, like, I'm going to ruin that. Like, darn, I watched this so many times. Like, it probably doesn't even sound worth it to signing up for Peacock just to watch the FNAF movie again. Like, oh my gosh. And I want to make sure me and my boys, we get a review in for sure, because, oh man. I'm just getting so excited. Just, like, keep talking about this. Like, frick. It'd be pretty cool. I'm not saying this will happen, but it'll be pretty cool. And this has happened in cinema history, but it'd be pretty cool if at least a FNAF YouTuber came to our movie theater and just to introduce us to the movie. Like, oh my gosh. Again, that is such a rare occasion, because it doesn't happen with every movie. But, oh man, I'm pretty sure it'll happen in California. Like, oh my gosh. Can you just see Mark opening the movie for us? Dude. 8 years, guys. And we out here. We finally out here with this movie. I know I have premium right now, but, like, I have seen all the FNAF TV spots. Like, if I didn't have premium right now, I'd be satisfied with watching the TV spots, because, again, FNAF is a big deal, you know? This is freaking crazy, guys. Okay. Okay. I better sign off now, guys. I'm just way too happy just again thinking about all this stuff. Like, oh my gosh, like 2 weeks though, guys. 2 weeks. It's like, it can't come enough. Like, but I'm sure it's gonna go just like that in a flash, right? All right, guys. So again, leave your debates in the comments below. Who is your favorite out of the top 3? Like, the main FNAF YouTubers, like, who are your favorites? Markiplier, Matt Pat, or Daco, you know? And I guess for bonus, like, you could give your reasons why you like either one of them. Alright, so again, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. May the Lord be with you guys. Always love you guys. Peace out, guys.